So let's define what a cost per view is, because obviously you get charged per view, but when does the view occur?
Yeah, so this is obviously from let's talk about the video first. In YouTube advertising, what kind of format? Because I think
Yeah.
this is gonna explain a lot. Because you have bumper ad, you have discovery ad, you have an skippable ad and non-skippable ad. So this what, for example, if any time in skippable ad, if people watch for 5 seconds, this what is the cost per view is gonna
You
occur.
get charged
charge
per view,
for
yeah,
view
after
because
5
after
seconds.
5 seconds, it cost per view.
Okay.
So this for the bumper ad non-skippable, you're gonna charge because people they have no options. They have to watch the video.
So you'll get charged
yeah,
every time somebody
obviously,
watches
those
it.
costs is gonna
Yeah.
be the cost per view is gonna be a little bit higher.
Higher in what case?
From an skippable ad. So if you set up
Okay.
an skippable ad, the cost per view for these campaign is gonna be for non-skippable ad is gonna be a
Yeah.
little bit higher because now people get a new message. No option for people not gonna get a new message. Even if people they don't hear it, but people they watching the videos, they have to watch the video. So they have no option. People.
Yeah.
So this what is the idea? What kind of video develop? And now this what bring us. Why ask me the question about the cost?
So, obviously you're seeing other video campaigns online, you're comparing costs. Why is it sometimes that some people can claim that they're charging a penny per cost per view, when in reality, a lot of times it's sometimes higher than that? What's the difference, and why is it sometimes higher?
So it's a great cost per view could be from 1 penny to 5 seconds penny to 6 penny to even 11 cents to 12 cents 15 cents, whatever it can be. Now how sometimes it depends how you set up your target. If you are really you know who your target is, you know the location going after it, when you lay your stuff together, it cost per view because you a precise target, or you start going after your target audience. It's like it's like the same idea between a product keyword and exact keyword.
Yeah.
Product keyword usually the cost per click is little much lower from the exact match, because exact match you're going for specific
Yeah, it's
keyword.
more competition,
Product,
probably.
you're going you go exactly for
Yeah.
your target audience. The product keyword you're gonna capture a lot more besides your target audience. It's the same idea when you set up a campaign. If you come and launch a video campaign, you just set up target location United States, and it did not. The cost per view should be much lower because it's a broad target audience. Really,
Yeah.
not going after specific target, and just a broad target audience. Now, if you came and you set up your campaign and you say, you know what, I want to target demographic, female age group. I want to target those people interested in market interest or this customer audiences. I want to think about by yourself. When you do this, you're trying to reach specific people. So when you're trying to do the niche people target, your cost per view should be higher. It's gonna
Yeah.
be higher because you are competing for those. You want to
competing for
capture
that
those.
space.
You want
Yeah.
to compete for this cost per view.
I guess
So
you could look at it sort of like real estate, right? So like if you were to buy like a big plot of land in the middle of nowhere, it's probably going to be, or even just across the country, it's going to be a lot cheaper than if you said, okay, I want an apartment here in New York City. It's going to be
Yeah.
a lot more expensive.
Yeah, for cost per view, it's going to be a little bit
Yeah.
different because if you really start laying on stuff, and depend how much laying you do,
Yeah.
how much targeting you need to, depend what you tell me advertise at nighttime, early morning devices. So it's a lot to play with it. But now it could be the cost per view for 1 penny. It could be 2 penny, 3 cents. It's depend all about your market. It depends about your industry. It depends about the people you're trying to reach. It depends about the target people you're trying to reach, the audience you're trying to reach, and how much you lie and how much you target. Now, this is what people they tell me. I don't want liar. I just want to reach as much as of you as can be. Now, for monetizing, amazing, could be make sense for you.
Yeah.
But if you are for a lead gen business or e-commerce business or let's say a business start teaching people how to do cooking, teaching people how to play music, you need to probably to define level your target audience because you
Yeah.
can't go after everybody. What's the worst of 20,000 penny views or cost per view for 1 penny or 2 penny? What's the worst of it if nobody is gonna come, and from those people 20,000 view or 100,000 view really is no value for it because it's not your target audience. It's not people that are gonna make decision to sign up for your service, buy your product, or contact you as any lead or subscribe for you as the class you have because it's not your target audience. What's the benefit of it?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a lot of view, but what's the benefit of it? Now for streaming, and you want want people to like your channel. There's another thing here. You want to make sure people subscribe for your channel, like your video,
Yeah.
engage with your video, even for live streaming. Because when you do this, when you have higher quality, actually, you can start making a lot more money from your monetizing if you're doing monetizing of it. But when you start doing these stuff, when you start even for streaming, why are you gonna reach people if they're not gonna engage with your video, not subscribe? Because sooner or later, they want people to subscribe for your channel,
Yeah.
watch your channel,
Or take some sort of action.
Yeah, you
Buy
want people
from
to,
you,
for
whatever.
monetizing.
Yeah.
You want people to subscribe for your channel, so you have the 1 million, 2 million, 3
Yeah.
million subscriber. Where you have video continue out, because this is how you're gonna start making your return on ad spend.
Yeah,
this is
of
how we're
course.
gonna make it become positive. This
So
is
you
how
want to
we're
make sure you're
build it.
reaching the right people. So it's worth it to spend or to have to pay a few more cents per view if you're getting more of the right people that you want.
Yeah, depending on your goal, obviously. It really depends on your goal. If you are a musician and launching video musician online and you want to reach everybody, so don't add a lot, don't layer it.
Leave it open.
Or
Yeah.
leave it open and target for specific people, for specific age group. If you have no age group, if your music for everybody, target everybody. But for example, if you are, let's say you are teaching people to play guitar. Now, not everybody want to play guitar. Not everybody want to learn how to play guitar. If you know you're talking about between age 24 to 45, you know they are male. They know they love country music. They love they watching video about how to play guitar. They watch. Okay, those are people you should target. Set up your customer list to target these people. Now, if you do this, obviously your cost per view is going to be a little bit higher. This is what we talk about the persona. You need to understand the persona. So it could be cost per view between 1 penny or 1 cent to 12, 15 cents. We say sometimes 15 cents. It depends on your market. It depends on your industry. It depends how you like your target campaign. It depends how much the quality of the view you want to have come to your website. Let me just make sure, not the quality of the view, how much is related for your target and you want people to come watch it.
Relevancy.
Relevant for
Yeah.
your website. That's why it is. Because if you want to reach everybody, don't worry about the target.
Yeah.
Don't just set up
Just
your
leave it
nice
open.
sales, launch it, and probably have keyword added just to reach as much as you can people. So this is why sometimes the cost per view could be higher, could be lower, and it depends on it. The way we set up actually, it depends what people highlight, when people come for us. Most of the time we do Lion, we target precise people. But some company, let's say for example, let's say you are on restaurant in Boston area. You want to target only a Pacific area and Boston area. I will tell you probably here you can better launch it because you want Zaja this market. Probably don't add much Lion here because you target Pacific area and Boston area. It's like very small city, it's not big city. So go after everybody there.
Yeah.
So you add everybody. Probably you should set up the age groups, the demographic where people are gonna spend money. But go for after everybody. Don't sit down too much Lion. It depends you campaign, depends your Lion. And when people work with us, when people come for online video marketing and they set up the target, we could come back and we say, well, this is what we suggest you doing. This is the way we think we should.
We could shift it over time.
It shifts
Yeah.
over time.
Depending
and
on what we're seeing.
It depends.
Yeah. Great.